Hello, welcome to my slideshow today. My name is Akiko Kuwazuru. I like to present the current Melbourne property sales with 9 key factors. Hope this presentation gives you an insight and helps your future investment in this city. Melbourne, the capital city of Victoria, is one of Australia's most dynamic and diverse urban centres. It has a rapidly growing population and a strong housing demand. It continues to be a vital hub for residential and commercial real estate activity, attracting a large number of property buyers seeking lifestyle and long-term value. This report is based on the transaction record from 2022 January to 2024 March, over 2 years and 3 months. 20,790 transactions were recorded during the period, and we used 200 random samples to examine the data. 9 key indicators include type of the building, price, distance from CBD, method of sales, number of bedrooms, bathrooms, car space, and 8 regions including 5 metropolitan areas. We go through the indicators and find out which factors influence the property sales, highlighting current market trend and offering insight into the most important factors to consider when you purchase property in Melbourne. This pie chart shows 3 types of buildings: house, unit, and townhouse. Houses, including villas, semi-detached homes, and terraces, are the most popular, making up about 80% of all sales. This is much higher than the number of units and townhouses sold. The sales ranges are from lowest $680,000 to the highest of $8.8 million. The median property price sits at approximately $1.8 million, and nearly 95% of properties were sold under $4.9 million. This data suggests that buyer demand is strongest within the 1.2 million to 2.8 million range, making it the most active and competitive segment of the market. For buyers and investors, this range reflects the standard market value and could offer greater liquidity and future resale potential. The data shows clear upward trend during the period of 2022 to 2024 through the monthly sales. The average sales were 5.3 per month in 2022 and 8.9 in 2023 and 9.6 in 2024. Unfortunately, the 2024 data is only up to March. However, as you can see, there is positive movement on the graph. The median distance from CBD is approximately 8.9 km, with most properties located within a range of 6.2 km to 12.4 km. This suggests a strong preference for properties that offer convenient access to the city, rather than those in more remote suburban areas. Consequently, properties within this range are likely to attract tenants more easily and provide favorable conditions for resale, making them a sound investment choice. There are 4 types of sales method here. S stands for property sold. SP refers to property sold prior to auction. PI means property passed in, which means not sold at auction. And BB stands for vendor bid, represent the property sold at auction. Unfortunately, the sample data did not include SA, which referred to sales after auction. The pie chart clearly illustrates a strong clearance rate, with 76.5% of properties sold successfully before auction. The median number of bedrooms among sold properties is 3, accounting for 42.5% of sales. Additionally, 91% of sales fell within the mid-range of 2 to 4 bedrooms, reflecting strong demand for standard family-sized homes. The data suggests that the number of bathrooms has little impact on property sales. Parking capacity also appears to have little influence on buyer interest or perceived value. The number of car spaces ranges from 0 to 5, with approximately 90% of properties offering up to 2 spaces. As shown in the graph, the majority of property sales occurred within the 3 main metropolitan areas. The southern metropolitan region is the most popular, followed by the northern and western regions, together accounting for 84% of all transactions. In contrast, the eastern and southeastern metropolitan areas recorded significantly fewer sales. Additionally, the outer regions combined represent only 2% of total transactions. We also examined whether there is a relationship between property prices and the distance from the CBD. Prices start at around 2.8 million in the CBD and decrease by approximately 55,000 for every additional kilometer, reflecting the current demand for properties closer to the city center. Another test revealed a clear price difference between 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom properties. However, we were unable to confirm whether properties sold after auction achieve higher prices than those sold prior due to limitation in the sample data. In summary, Melbourne's property market is showing steady growth with strong investment potential, particularly in the 3 major metropolitan regions. Standalone family-sized homes are the most popular, especially those located within the accessible distance from CBD, offering a good balance of value and convenience. While there are some limitations due to the sample size, this data provides a useful snapshot of Melbourne's growing market conditions. Now I'm wrapping up this presentation. Thank you for listening.